The veteran stood quietly in the courtroom, wearing an old jacket that barely hid the scars of a war he never talked about, while people whispered behind him like his past was a lie. Just weeks earlier, he had been publicly called a liar after applying for veteran support, accused of exaggerating his service and fabricating injuries to gain sympathy. At the office where it happened, officials laughed softly, questioning how someone who looked so ordinary could claim combat missions, medals, and permanent injuries. One employee openly mocked him, saying real soldiers don't come in alone, real heroes don't limp without proof, and real veterans don't beg. The veteran didn't shout, didn't argue, and didn't insult anyone back, because he had learned long ago that patience was stronger than anger. He gathered his papers, thanked them calmly, and walked out while phones were raised and whispers followed him to the door. What they didn't know was that every document in his folder carried years of sacrifice, pain, and truth. Days later, the same words followed him into court, where officials repeated their claims, calling his story inconsistent and unreliable. The judge listened silently as the accusations filled the room, then slowly reached for the veteran's service record. As the judge read aloud, the atmosphere changed. Combat deployment dates matched classified operations, injury reports aligned with battlefield explosions, and commendations revealed acts of bravery never mentioned before. The courtroom fell completely silent when the judge paused and looked directly at the officials who had mocked him. The judge stated clearly that the veteran's record was not just valid, but exceptional, and that calling him a liar was a disgrace to the uniform he once wore. The ruling ordered immediate compensation, a formal public apology, and disciplinary action against those who denied him with disrespect. The same people who laughed earlier couldn't meet his eyes as the decision was read. The veteran stood, nodded respectfully to the judge, and walked out with his head high, no longer needing to prove who he was. That day, the truth didn't just speak, it echoed.